Hi everybody, happy Friday. I'm going to go through my crypto investment portfolio, look at those particular pairs and look what's happening, what I've managed to, I've only added a few this week, but we are waiting for pullbacks. So I'm going to go through those now. Okay, so not added any more coins to the pot yet, but I am looking at adding to the portfolio. I don't want to spread myself too thin. Remember, I'm probably, I don't know what, 2.5 months into this now. I've been trading for 20 years, but I've been investing. But I'm using these particular strategies that I've used for a long time in crypto now because the behavior is very, very good in crypto. So I'm still sort of walking before I can run. I'm not going too mad. I have got some good account value now through the different wallets, and one of the main things for me is some of those cryptos are earning money for me as well with the staking as well. So let's go through them. Solano is the first one. This is now on a wave 4. So we're looking at trend behavior now on this daily time frame, in that a lot of these things have made new highs. They've had a big impulse move up. It's a wave 3. Now we're looking for a profit taking wave 4 pullback. And this is where we are right now with Sol. We've got to also consider we've got these automated probability pullback zones. But we need to make sure, if this is a proper pullback, we need to make sure this stochastic comes down here in the oversold zone. We've got an Elliott wave oscillator that comes down between 90 and 140. We can measure that now, and we can just put that on and say to ourselves, right, if this wave 4 behaves normally, or Elliott wave, that oscillator has to come into this zone here. So it's got quite a way to go yet. So this pullback could come back quite a little bit deeper. Now I've got this channel that I've got on here. It's a good channel. I'm not changing it because we went parabolic out of this channel to reach those new highs. Now we're pulling back. It could indeed find support at the top end of this channel on the outside and then go back up again. So it's a non-linear support and resistance, if you like, these channels. So that stays on. The probability pullback zones are in. My stochastics measuring. One of the things we also look at is the volume on this behavior. This move up here on this wave 3, can you see just really on the daily volume really starting to peter off? That's running out of juice. We'd like to see relatively low volume profit taking really for good behavior. Good support probably in and around 35 to 37, and then look to add some more. Now if it comes deeper, that's fine, that's fantastic. $30, this support and resistance zone is what I'm looking at for Sol here, and the behavior would still be good for this Elliott wave for pullback. So that's SOL, just being patient and waiting. Now you see there's an automated 5th wave target zone here. It's very early days yet because this wave 4 has only just started printing today. But initially it's looking around about a 52.5, $52.50 sort of price target there. But this will alter as we move down. So audio is next. Remember, I did get another entry here on the 26th of April. This is a wave 4 as well. I just need to adjust the Elliott wave indicator suite for the start bar here. So let me just do that. 129. This was a deeper wave 4. It didn't break the wave 1 pivot, and we found support and rejected here. So I got in just coming through this resistance zone really to reduce that average holding cost. I think really audio has got a great future. There's it's all to do with which big singer is going to put an album and then use audio for that. Once that happens, this will rise quite considerably and quite fast. So I've got some 3 positions in there right now. We are looking for a $6.50 sort of target in that 5th wave target zone. The rules haven't been broken, but it came very, very deep. That allowed me to get that lower average holding cost. Bear with me a second. Just got to open the Discord group, just let them know. Okay. Okay, so that's audio. We could be patient. I mean, to be honest, right now, if someone's not got any of this audio, this is a good price to get some coffee. It is the European morning, and I need coffee. So yeah, I mean, right now we've tested this support. We've come back through this support and resistance. Seems to be holding pretty strong there. So it's not a bad time to get some of this. I mean, this is purely crypto investing, okay, guys. This is longer term holds. If you're looking to trade this, it's not a tradable asset really. It doesn't move as fast as some of the others, but for longer term, this looks pretty good to me. Ethereum. Okay, so again, I've got a lot of Ethereum now. We have I think a 5.5 Ethereum in Coinbase. So that's doing very, very well. 5.5 Ethereum there. I've got what makes up 6 in the Binance wallet as well. So all good there. We have formed this wave 3 now. So we are looking for a pullback. Now, a couple of options for this pullback in that we come back just into this green zone around 2,600 and we then look for the long. More likely, and this is only speculative at the moment because I haven't got a crystal ball, I can't look right. We've got this zone here that I'm really interested in around about 2,200. We've got a lot of resistance and clustering in here, a lot of support recently. Really, I was recently just really looking for that $2,000 to be tested, and it didn't. I do think now it might only go down to around 2,200. So I'm really sort of, I've got to be patient now and near the highs. I'm making great profit on this growth, but I want some more. The idea is to get some more. I'm ready to buy, but I've just got to wait now for this wave 4 pullback. What we usually say is, and I did a course which is on the YouTube channel about behavior, and what we talk about is slightly higher highs, slightly higher lows. So when we get to these sort of crowning points here, this is what we're looking at. Let me just change these so they're white and they're solid. Okay, so clone, slightly higher highs, slightly higher lows there. One more. So this is running out of juice, but also we look at the volume during that as well. You see here, we got this peak in volume and then the daily volume is running out of juice. So we're almost coming to the top of the roller coaster, if you like. there's no more. There's not a great deal of interest in buying anymore right now, and it could be the case now that some people will want to take some profit. You know, some of these people may have bought Ethereum at 300. Now it's over 3,000. Yes, they might want to hold on because it could be at 10,000 plus in the next year or so. But you know, human nature takes over, and they'll want to take some profit. Now, if there's enough people that do that, you will see the herd mentality start to sell, to take profit in this case, and come back down and test one of our zones, the green, the amber, or the red zone. Now, I very much doubt if it comes down to here. I would love it because my average holding position is 1650. You know, so I'm making, you know, I'm well in the money right now, but in reality, I don't think it will come down that far. And I think it's, you know, 2,200 to 2,000 probably is, you know, the deepest pullback we could see. Right now, we're just probably going to print another false breakout stochastic here in the top. Very bullish sentiment. The only thing is the behavior does show us that potentially now this could run out of juice and come back down. And that will be our opportunity to add to that Ethereum portfolio. So if anybody's watching this live, there's a few people on there now, I think. Got any questions on these, please let me know. Or any other cryptos. Bitcoin, I'm going to be totally honest here. Bitcoin's not moving at the moment. So when we're above my average holding price, so I actually changed all that to Ethereum. I've walked away from Bitcoin for now, unless it has a really deep pullback to 44,000. I'm not interested in this sideways movement. I think ADA, Ethereum, Algo, Link, they've all got better potential for the future, for future growth. And as well, you know, for blend investing, you've got to look for growth. You know, I've done this in stocks for a lot of years, and we're interested in those big growth stocks. And now we're looking at those potential growth cryptos. Bitcoin's probably had its day. It's got no real use, whereas Ethereum's got use. Cardano's got use. So that usage will make that value grow much quicker. So this Bitcoin now, I've moved it all into Ethereum. So that will be going off from next week. I just wanted to explain why I've done that. In that, you know, this has been sideways now. Yes, you know, I haven't got a crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen. Right. I just know that my money is probably better in Ethereum, ADA, Link, Algo, Aave, that sort of thing, rather than in Bitcoin, because I think it's percentage growth that could be the key here for you know, for those others compared to Bitcoin. So that's where I am on Bitcoin now. So this will not be on next week's live stream. I've decided to move out of Bitcoin. I put everything in there. What link are you looking for? Just let me know. Link for espresso didn't last long this morning. Oh, Link again. Yeah, let me do ADA and then I'm looking at Link. Okay, so ADA. I mean, this fantastic. You know, what we have right now with Cardano is got 4 positions. I did take some pictures the other day. I've not got the wallet open at the moment, but with my Daedalus wallet, I put this ADA into a stake pool and it's now earning money as well. So let me just find those pictures just to show you. I can't show you the wallet because it's got too much information on there. Okay, so in the ADA wallet, I've got around 1,380, yeah, ADA. And more importantly for me is I got my first reward in the stake pool the other day, and I earned 0.8 and change of Cardano there. So that is working. Not just have we got this massive growth, that's working very well. My average holding position, again, I'm in Europe, so I use the euro. You know, that my average holding position is below a euro, and now this is at 135. So this is great growth. We've pushed through this middle pivot here, which is really key. We are, we've rejected those lows today, not on high volume though, so a little bit unsure here. But the scenario is we either we test this resistance and come back down to either test this level of support or this next one here. I very much doubt we will go that low again. There was some big profit taking here, and that's natural. This is this herd mentality that I'm talking about. People got in there, these lows, hit these recent highs, and they just took profit. I got some more, not at the lows, but near the lows when we had this big high volume rejection here. I bought some more, reducing that average holding position, and we're looking pretty strong right now. So they're Link. Okay, so Link right now is looking pretty strong. I just want to adjust my Elliott wave count because we've got double bottom here, so I need to adjust it to there, which is 1282. Okay. We could actually probably go there. Bear with me a second. I just want to get this right. 1253. Okay. So I bought 11.5 Link here recently. Back in March, started all of this journey, beginning of March. And we've had some great growth. We've got a great channel in here now, which it is testing at the upper bound of that channel right now. So for me, I've got to wait until I get a pullback here. Now this pullback, I'd probably go down to the 4 hour to measure this pullback. But in reality, we are looking for it to come back and test this center line of the channel here, or even down to this bottom line of the channel, or this linear support and resistance zone here. So kicking myself, I didn't get some more at this sort of point here, but hey, you can't always get in everything at every opportunity. I do understand now the behavior of this is this channel is very strong, and if we do have a pullback on these cryptos now, I think Link will come back down as well. Probably test the center line more than this bottom, but if it does, that's brilliant. I can add some more down here. But it's about being patient with Link here. It's in good profit, this position. I would dearly like some more, but I've got to be patient and wait for this pullback. May even go down to the 4 hour to measure this pullback. We can see here we've potentially got this wave 4. You see how it comes to the $40 level on the center line of that channel there. So 4 hour daily, that sort of thing, I'll be measuring and looking for that pullback. When these happen, and if I'm around, I will just do one of my what's called hop on live streams onto YouTube and say, hey, look guys, Link's where it is. I'm going to buy some more now. Go through it. I did with ADA, I think yesterday or the day before, did a quick hop on session, talked about Cardano there. So I'll do that if I'm around, if that's okay, JR. I mean, I will try. If there is something really important, I just hop on live, and it's there recorded on YouTube anyway. So Algo is next. So got some more Algo again on the 4th of May at this sort of point here. I'm looking at this at the daily, but there was a reason why I got this on a smaller time frame. But one of the other reasons was to reduce this average holding price as well. But remember, again, with Algo, Okay, that's now my second biggest holding. This earns interest every single day, every single minute, every single second. It's just the clock counts down. So 0.25 algo on May the 5th, 0.28 algo interest yesterday. So you can see I buy it on Coinbase Pro because the fees are cheaper, and then just transfer it into here. So this wallet is growing. 23 and a half. I've got 4,000 in Binance and value of around 2,500 in ADA in them. So we are getting towards the 30,000 point now. I started at the beginning of March, so it's good. I really like algo in that it earns interest every day. Really good. Like Sol earns interest as well. We go back to Sol in a little while. But we've got those positions there. It's looking pretty strong. Again, it's another one of those that's had a rejection of the lows today on this candle. Let me just move that out of the way a second. You see this alert here, the Doge, that's something that we're working on for auto trading, day trading for crypto, which is very, very exciting. The algo is staked on Coinbase, JR. So JR, I'm not cashing out. I'm not cashing out. I'm with what I've done with my blend investment portfolio. The current one is probably 10 years old. I don't really cash out. I do take it as income. So each quarter, I will skim some off the top as income, if you like. And I don't intend to do that for at least 3 years on crypto. The idea is for me to build up at least 30 ETH. With ADA, I want probably 5,000 ADA and so on and so forth to get to a point where if the growth keeps continuing, I buy on the dips. I've got a good lowish average holding position. I want to be able to then I'm 55 in 3 years' time. I'm semi-retired now. I will be fully retired at 55 anyway, because that's always been my plan. But then I can just skim off the top there in theory. So I don't want to cash out. There's no real plan to cash out. It's just to have balls of steel, wait for the pullbacks. If it pulls back lower than your current holding position, once it finds support, get some more, reduce that average holding position, and basically have faith in the whole cryptocurrency world. It's been, I've always been a skeptic, and it's only just the end of February, beginning of March this year, I've actually put some real money to it. 6 months prior to that, I've been doing a lot of research. The indicators that I've developed worked extremely well. These work very well on futures and stocks, but now they work even better on crypto, because crypto is really just pure behavior, and that's how I've traded for a long time. So no, I'm not cashing out. The idea is that I like my stocks investment, my blend investment portfolio. I'll just skim off every quarter for income, really. That's the idea anyway. No, I'm just going to hold on. Balls of steel, JR. If there is the ball run at end? We're topping out on quite a bit right now, and what will end the ball run is the people that haven't, that have made good profits, that need the money, and they will start to take profits on some of theirs. So that thing I talked about, skimming every quarter, that skimming may be quite deep for some of them, because everybody has different financial circumstances, and the problem, one of the problems with crypto is that it is the herd mentality. So if people start to take profit and other people see this, and all of a sudden these YouTube entertainers and all these people on social media start to pump it down purely because they talk about it all the time and people panic. And invariably, a lot of crypto investors and traders are less experienced than those that have been investing in stocks for 10, 20 years. So they will get out, wait for it to bottom out, and then get in again. And they'll take that profit. So there's that behavior to count with as well. But I am going to hold. Even if we have a deep pullback, I'm going to hold. Very much some of these growth spurts that we're in right now, there will be some profit taking. But going on past behavior and everything that I've learned over the last 9 months now is that yes, there will be some profit taking, but I don't think it'll be that deep. Yeah, Doge is good. I mean, we're making some massive profits on Doge on our auto trader for day trading. I'll show you that. I'm just going to finish through the thing, and I'll show you the results there. And it's absolutely crazy on Doge right now. And for day traders, it's just a dream. It really is. So I'll go through that auto trading in a little while. Arve, this again is pulling back, guys. Okay, it really is pulling back. I've got one Arve coin at $366. I was really annoyed that I didn't get some more when it formed this double bottom and then pushed all the way through. But that's trading. That's investing. What I've got to do now is see how it reacts around this support and resistance zone. If it pushes through, great. I've got some opportunities to get some more. If not, I may have to bite the bullet and buy some once it starts to rebound here. Mana, again, in profit here. One position with, how many coins have I got there? 314 coins there. So reasonably new, some good potentials with this one with the use. We are starting to form a little bit of a resistance zone here. Okay. So let's see if this becomes range bound or where that pullback comes to. But right now, no plans to buy any more. Helium, still haven't got my helium miners yet. I've ordered 4. They're on the way. I should get them in the summer. So we are in and around my entry position for helium. I am looking at a pullback. I did miss the $15 entry. Very annoyed at that. One thing I'm looking at as well right now is a couple more. I'm looking at comp. I'm looking at getting. This basically is a lender of crypto, and this thing will grow because more and more people will start to buy crypto to stake it, to lend it out, and comp is one of those that does that. Same with Arve. And this, if this comes down to $600, I may add this to my portfolio. Same with MRK as well. We are looking here probably at a wave 4 pullback. I just need to adjust this start to 289. 289. Okay, so this is where we are right now. Early days on the wave 4 pullback. And go to the 4-hour. You can see here, this is where we are right now. This is something I'm really, really keen on at the moment, is how this support and resistance, see this pivot point here and this clustering here. I'm looking to see how this holds or not, whether I add this. So the 535 oscillator is very good here. We've got a false breakout on the top here on the stochastic. So the behavior of this wave 4 on the 4-hour is phenomenal. Really is good. Now, where would be the entry? Probably outside the 6-4 moving average high, this blue moving average, and above this pivot. So if this does hold and things start to move up, an aggressive entry would be probably the weekend, maybe just over 5,300. more conservative entry, 5,551 above this pivot here. But this is critical. Now, whether I see this weekend, I don't know, because I'm off to Seville today for the weekend to spend some time with my wife in the city in Sevilla. So I don't know whether I am going to be keeping an eye on this, but I will take my MacBook. I'll sneak it into the suitcase and see what happens. Let's have a look at BAT then. BAT. Oh, they do it on Coinbase. That's good. Go back to the daily. Can you stake it, JR? It was very young, isn't it? What have they got on Binance? Having a look. They do. You can't stake it on Binance. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Let's see what happens here. It's very early days yet, but I've got it on the watch list now. I want to see what happens here. You know, for me right now, you know, I never buy near the highs. Scenario is we push through these highs here from when it was listed. We make a move, we pull back, we find support here or slightly higher, and that's when I'd be interested here. Okay, or we don't know, no crystal ball. This could come and break this pivot and come back down and test the lows again. So right now, you know, buying near the high is not good. It is, yeah, low cap. There's obviously a lot of potential growth with this, but let's look at these scenarios, you know, and you know when we come on next week, maybe something's happened and we can discuss it more. But yeah, I've got that on the watch list now. Thanks, JL. That's really good. So yeah, on the crypto hopper, we are looking at. So let me just. It's on the stats are better on the market price, to be honest. We're going to be launching this soon. This is the for the last month or so. These are the signals. Doge is one of the biggest ones. ETH is on there as well. But we are, you know, what we've got top 10 weekly signals for us. We've got 55.95% on Doge, XMR 4.35%. This is profit, and ETH 2.69%. These are all the winning trades. These are the losing trades. So this is all automated as well. It's really, really cool. So we're very excited about this. Connect it to your Binance account, for example. It's USDT based currency. ETH, LTC, Doge, XLM, XMR, and we're just about to add ADA as well to it. And basically, you get the signals from us because we've optimized those for day trading. Average profit buy signals 18.53%. Really good. We've had 47. We've only done buy signals for now. We will be doing sell signals as well. So you know, absolutely, you know, a little loser there, but you know, most of them are, you know, really, really great trades. All these are real-time stats. We can't do anything to these because the crypto hopper, and I'll put a link into this video once it's the live when it's finished. For us, some traders cannot be by the computer all the time, especially if you want to day trade, because you can make some serious money day trading. But if we can automate that and you can just let it run, and we are literally, making good profits, it would be a lot easier for crypto traders to just get on board and let that trade automatically. So very excited about that. It's not launching yet, but it's very, very close. Oh, thanks, JR. The crypto bundle is working for you very well. What do you use most of? I find that harmonics probably, for every one harmonic, there's 20 XBRAT signals. What sort of time frames do you use it on as JR as well? That would be interesting for me and everybody else. I mean, I know the time frames I used it on. Let me go to another TradingView portal here. So for me, it's 2 or 3 minute, depending on the coin. 5 minute, 15, 30, and hourly. But when we look at Doge, really these bigger plays are on the 2 minute, really good. That's excellent, JR. And I'm making lots of videos on the channel, on the Crypto Talk channel. I'm literally trying to make a video a day. I mean, I'm not going to make one today purely because I am going away to Seville. So, I mean, even this, look, on the 5 minute, we get the crab pattern form down in the bottom here, and we look to go long there. Really, really cool. Yes, I mean, the 2 minutes are just phenomenal, really are. ETH USDT, can be a little scrappy. ADA, one of the reasons why we're adding ADA, we're actually adding ADA on 1 minute, by the way, to that auto trader, because the longs are phenomenal on ADA on the 1 minute. Okay, one thing I wanted to discuss really is on the 2 minute here, go to your divergence cloud, and the ATR period is usually 14. Change that to 7 because it's a lot lower time frame. So if I change this back to 14 now and just go to show you, you can see how that green triangle comes in a little later here. The same with the red triangle for the short there, and so on. So I'm just going to, on ADA here, just show you that. Let's go to this. So, this red arrow prints around 1.6009, and that is 1.5773. If I change that divergence cloud ATR to 7, you see how this triangle is a little lower now, and we start to print the cloud earlier. So this is it's a more aggressive entry, but I think when you're on anything less than 5 minutes, you need to spot those divergences earlier. So the ATR needs to be, trial it depending on the coin, but go from 14 to 11 or even 7. Yeah. Now 1 minute and 2 minute, I would say 7. 3 minute, maybe 11. But just check it out and test it, just to see where that goes. Yeah, you just tried it now. Yeah, it is pretty awesome. Okay, again, this is why these are adjustable, and this is why you have to learn on the coins you're trading, find out what's in the groove. But what it does on these smaller time frames, yes. So you saw those signals shift nicely because you're getting earlier. It's more aggressive entry. You're still going to wait for those 6 stars. So even if we go to Bitcoin, for example, it's probably a poor example at the moment because it is suffering a lot. But here, now, with this 6 star buy, you see the green triangle's actually in before the 6-star buy comes, okay? Whereas on a 14, it probably wouldn't happen until after. I will make a video purely on this divergence cloud and changing the ATR. And then one thing, this will blow your mind in a minute. I'm looking at Renko, okay? Now, this is not for the faint-hearted, and you can only do it on probably Ethereum and ETH. I've only been testing BTC at the moment, sorry. One of the things with Renko is each brick is $150 price change, for example. Now, the other thing with Renko is you have to put in your support and resistance zones on the time frame that you're using. So I've gone for a time frame for 3 minutes. So then the Renko at ATR 14 is $150 each brick. But look how, when we bounce off these support zones, when we change the ATR to 7 on the divergence cloud, we're getting these moves. Okay, comes back down, tests, we get this 6-star, and it goes to the next support and resistance zone. Comes back down, tests, 6-star buy. You'll see the green triangle in there, and it goes again. Okay, really cool. 6-star buy, green triangle, next support and resistance zone. And a really good way to look at how to manage Renko is, as soon as you get more than one red brick, get out. It's just that simple. And that's, this is back on the forex trading days. Again, 5, 6-star buy, green triangle here, pushes through, and then so on and so forth. So I'm still doing a lot of work on Renko at the moment with the XBRAT and the divergence cloud. So we're early days yet. I'm going to spend another month trialing this and then make a bit of an educational video to give people some options, if you like, using Renko, because Renko becomes very difficult in that every single coin will have its own sweet spot. So, if we use this Renko on the 3 minute, it's $150 bricks there. Now, if we go to ADA, for example, it doesn't look great. Okay, so you've got to change the time frame, the Renko bricks. You've got to draw the support and resistance zones in, see how it's performing. We go to, excuse me, COVID. We go to ETH. You see this one. You see now that's only, each brick is only $10 on this time frame with ETH. So again, I've only tested it on BTC at the moment, but I need to understand support and resistance zones, how it's reacting, what settings to use on the divergence cloud. You can see these 6-star buys coming in every time it goes up on this Renko on ETH. So when you go there on the Renko, standard is ATR 14. On an ETH, then on the 3 minute, if you change to 5 minute, you'll see that's $20 bricks. Yeah, 3 minute, $10 bricks. So it doesn't go in time, it goes in price. So the brick prints every $10. So I've got to work on this strategy with the trading bundle. But by all means, JR, have a play. It is definitely worth having a look at, especially on BTC. On the 3 minute with $150 moves, they are pretty hot. But you have to understand support and resistance zones, and you've got to have them on your chart, and you've got to keep adjusting them. 2 touches is a line, 3 touches is a trend. So you use that same rule for putting these support and resistance zones on. So I had these ones in yesterday, then all of a sudden I see now we're testing here as well. So I've got a pivot here, I've got some support into here, I've got a pivot here. So I can't ignore this now because 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. So I have to put this in. So this is why I'm trying it right now, because when do you start to disregard certain support and resistance zones? Because right now we sort of came down to test here, but we're in and around here. So is there a use case for this, that when this is not tested for 2 or 3 times, it just goes through, we get rid of it and we adjust. This one up here, look, for example, extend the one I've been using, it tests again. They could do, but the settings are going to be very tight. One of the things with Renko is when you get that first red brick, a lot of people just get out straight away. Yeah, or if not the second red brick, that is one of the things. But if you look at the regression trend channel on here, you put it at the top and the bottom, you're about second red brick anyway. Pearson's R is 0.98. But that's not really going to help you for getting in and out. So you'd have to use those on regression trend channels on pivots from support and resistance zones, for example. There, you see, you can't really go from each peak. You'd have to go from support and resistance zone to support and resistance zone to understand. So this whole move here, for example, that went through. Okay, now, it's going to be a minefield if you just did it to there. Again, for me, first green brick, you would get out. If this was normal candles, you'd wait for it to come and test this support and resistance, which it did, and then it went down again. We got a 6-star sell here, and it went down and eventually tested this lower bound. So again, it's still understanding the behavior of what works and what doesn't. So I've got to be, this is a first introduction on this live stream, but check it out, have a play, and then perhaps have a chat next Friday, and see how this will pan out. I'll probably hop on a live stream in the next week or so and just talk about this and what I found so far, if that makes sense. Okay, any more questions before I go? So, one of the main things that we do on this Friday session is go through this portfolio, and it's working well right now. We discussed today what we're looking for pullback wise, and looking to add some more. If I do add some during the week and I'm not on with my inner circle, I will go live, just to hop on and say, look, getting some more Ethereum or whatever. Okay, you too, JR. Have a good day. I'm away. I'm going. My wife, because still got a broken wrist. My wife's driving me 2.5 hours, and we're going to spend the weekend in Seville, the city. We're actually staying in the tallest building in the southern Spain, the hotel. So great views there. Looking forward to it. Okay, have a great weekend, and I'll see you all next week.